Chaplain will offer prayer and cover.
Almighty God, ruler of nations, we ask your blessing upon the United States of America. May there be peace and prosperity through our land. So clothe us in the integrity that we may not be corrupted by power, riches, or ambition. So strengthen us that we may not suffer from the assaults of our enemies, either at home or abroad. So inspire us to duty and responsibility, that whether in plenty or in want, we seek to serve you and your people with loyalty, dignity, and honor as we patiently work for the coming of your kingdom. Especially make us aware of this special day as we remember those who have gone before us and who now serve. In thy name, amen.
Amen.
Please remain uncovered. Our newest city council member, Mitch Manistee, is going to do a reading on the symbolism of the POW MIA empty chair and the table.
The remembrance table. We call your attention to this small table which occupies a place of dignity and honor. It is set for one, symbolizing the fact that members of our armed forces are missing from our ranks. They are referred to as POWs and MIAs. We call them comrades. They are unable to be with their loved ones and families. We offer this humble tribute to them to bear witness to their continued absence. The table is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner, alone against his or her suppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of their intentions in response to their country's call to arms. The single rose in the vase signifies the blood that they may have shed in sacrifice to ensure freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose also reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades who keep faith while awaiting their return. The red ribbon on the vase represents the red ribbons worn on the lapels of the thousands who demand with unyielding determination a proper account of our comrades who are not among us. A slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless fallen tears of families as they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us this time. The chair is empty. They are not here. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors, to the open arms of a grateful nation. The American flag reminds us that many of them may never return and have paid the supreme sacrifice to ensure our freedom. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifice. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. Was first edition of Stars and Stripes newspaper. This was printed from February 8th, 1918 to June 13th, 1919. And today I have it open to the page of the first issue after the armistice was signed. I'm going to read an article from November 15th of 1918 from the Stars and Stripes. The guns along the Moose River roar grand finale of the 11th hour. The 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, hostilities came to an end from Switzerland to the sea. Early that morning, from the wireless station on the Eiffel Tower in Paris, there had gone forth through the air the wondering, half-incredulous line that the Americans held from near Sedan to the Mosul, the order from Marshal Foch to cease firing on the stroke of 11. On the stroke of 11, the cannons stopped. The rifles dropped from the shoulders, the machine guns grew still. There followed a strange, unbelievable silence, as though the world had died. It lasted but a moment, lasted for the space that a breath is held. Then came such an uproar, such relief and jubilance, such a tooting of horns, shrieking of whistles, such an overture from the bands, the trains, the church bells, such a shouting of voices as the earth is not likely to hear again in our day and generation. When the night fell on the battlefield, the clamor of the celebration waxed rather than waned. Darkness, there was none. Rockets and ceaseless fountains of star shells made the lines a streak of glorious brilliance across the face of startled France. While by the light of the flares, the front and all its dancing, boasting, singing peoples was as clearly visible as though the sun sat high in the heavens. The Germans celebrated as well. The man from Mars coming to Earth on the morning of November 11th, 1918, would have been hard put to say which army had won. For if anything, the greater celebration, the more startling outburst, came not from the American, but from the German side. At least he could have said, that man from Mars, to which side the suppression of hostilities had come at such a greater relief. The news began to spread across the front shortly after the sun rose. There was more or less an effort to send it forward through military channels, to have the Corps report it calmly by wire to the divisions to the brigades to the regiments to the battalions, and so on down to the uttermost squad. Quite as though this were an ordinary order and nothing to get excited about. There was the effort, but it did not work very well. The word spread on the kind of wireless that man knew centuries before Marconi had come on Earth. It spread like a current of electricity along the shivery mess lines, hopping up and down, and sniffling and scuffling as they waited for their morning coffee. It spread along the chains of singing road menders, along the creeping columns of caissons. Driver called to driver, and runners tossed the word over their shoulders as they hurried by. Now and again, a fleet of motorcycles would whiz along through the heavy mist. It was hard to get at first. The guerre will be fini at 11 o'clock. Fini la guerre. You could hear it called out again and again. What time? 11 o'clock. There'd be a pause. Say you, what time is it now? They took it a little incredulously at first. That was old stuff, that rumor. They had heard it again and again during the past fortnight. Well, the captain said it so. Hell, who's he? I'll wait till Foch comes and tells me himself. Why? The preceding Thursday night was the night the envoys came from the spa. News that what the doughboys seemed to prefer calling the armistice had been signed, spread like Spanish flu from Grand Pré to the Meuse. That night the flares inflamed the skies, the rockets streaked the night, bands burst into long suppressed music, and the headlights twinkled along the road. It did not last long, this little forbidden flurry, and there was much scolding. But as a matter of fact, nothing was much more demoralizing to the enemy than this spectacle of the American army celebrating prematurely. All along the 77 miles held by the Americans, the firing continued, literally up till the 11th hour. At 1 minute before 11, when a million eyes were glued to the slow creeping minute hands of a million watches, the roar of the guns was a thing to make the old earth tremble. At one point, it was where the Yankee division visiting at the time with the French Corps, having a brisk morning battle to the east of the Meuse, a man stationed at one battery stood with a handkerchief in his uplifted hand, his eyes fixed on his watch. It was 1 minute before 11. To the lanyards of the 4 big guns were tied ropes, each rope manned by 200 soldiers, cooks, stragglers, messengers, gunners, everybody. At 11, the handkerchief fell. The men pulled, the guns cursed out the last shot of the battery. And so it went at 100, at 1,000 places along the line. Probably the hardest fighting done by any Americans in the final hour was that which was engaged by the troops of the 28th, 92nd, 81st, and 7th Divisions with the 2nd American Army, who launched a fighting attack above the Vingies, pardon my French, just at dawn on the 11th. It was no mild thing. That last flare of the battle and the order to cease firing did not reach the men in the front until the last moment, when runners sped it from foxhole to foxhole. Then a quite startling thing occurred. The skyline of the crest ahead of them grew suddenly populous with dancing soldiers, and down the slope, all the way to the barbed wire, straight for the Americans, came the German troops. They came with outstretched hands, ear-to-ear grins and souvenirs to swap for cigarettes. They came to tell how pleased they were the fighting had stopped, how glad they were the Kaiser had departed for parts unknown, how fine it was to know they would finally have a republic in Germany. "No," said one stubborn little Prussian, "it's a kingdom we want," whereat his own companions mobbed him and howled him down. Farthest north at 11 o'clock in the front, the two armies held the extreme American left up Sedan way by the troops of the 77th Division. The farthest east to the nearest to the Rhine was held by those Negro soldiers who used to make up the old New York 15th, and having long been brigaded with the French. They were in Alsace, and their line ran through Thann across the railway that leads to Colmar. Civilians crossed the trenches too. When the great hour came, across the trenches from our side swarmed a small army of civilians, bearing food and clothing to their kith and kin on the other side. From the highest steeple in Thann, the tricolor fluttered gaily, and within the church there knelt in thanksgiving all the old folks from miles around. With them, in among them, Yankee soldiers knelt, and the crowd so choked the aisles and steps the priest could not move forward for his services. But the words that he preached from the pulpit were such words as leave the eyes dim and the heart glowing. Up to the front, past Montfaucon, Rompiège, Ramonville, and up a truck trundled that morning. Over the tailboard of the truck, at the endless mud of Argonne and Ardennes, there gazed a boy who had been drafted in the heart of America some 6 months before, and who, with stop-offs for tedious training on the way, had slowly journeyed from his home to the Ardennes. It had taken him 6 months. It had put him through the cheerless channel of the replacement system, but it had brought him at last to his destination, the destination of his dreams and his nightmares. He had reached the front. As he rode along, he noticed a certain excitement tingling everywhere, but perhaps it was just the mood of the front. When finally the truck stopped and he jumped out, the news was waiting for him. "It's 11 o'clock. The war is over." "Hell," he said, "I just got here." Then he laughed, a short little laugh that was made half of relief and half of disappointment, and his name was Private George W. Legion. Up in a high observation post, an American observer was trying to penetrate the mist with his German field glasses. The young officer at his elbow asked him to look due west. What did he see? Well, not much. The road to the forest full of traffic, no shell fire, a crippled airplane in the field below. "Lord, Lord, man, what good are those glasses? Why, without them I can see a little house in Kansas City. There's a nursery on the second floor, and the sun, shining in the window, just touches a cradle there. Inside that cradle is my daughter. I've never seen her before. She was born since I sailed for France." Meanwhile, on the roads below, the engineers were working with a will. No time to celebrate, for the roads must be kept in shape. But they sang as they worked. Send the word over there. that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming. The words in that hour had acquired a new significance, while here and there across the devastated land where Yanks were at work, you could hear a knot burst into song. And the burden of all the songs was this: it's home, boys, home. It's home we ought to be. Home, boys, in the land of liberty. So came to an end the 11th of November, 1918, the 585th day since America entered the war. We're getting close to the hour now. We're going to have our service officer, Margaret Peaches Sanovic, is going to chime our bell 11 times. Chaplain will offer prayer. Uncover.
May the strength of God sustain us. May the power of God preserve us. May the hand of God protect us. May the way of God direct us. May the love of God go with us this day and forever. Amen.
Amen. Again, thank you for coming. There's some food over there on the table. I've got some more stuff to put out. There's coffee made over there. Jennifer's at the bar if anybody would like a soda or a water or something. We can't serve any alcohol until noon. So thank you for coming, and please check out our old display over here. Oh.
Okay, from the American Legion. This is Mike Tillison. You have a blessed day.
While before we get started, we're setting up some extra tables in the back and still getting people in here. As soon as we get that taken care of, we'll get started.
I think it's a little bit different wherever they're doing it. Because he said this time they... I didn't think that. Especially someone with a walker, maybe trying to get behind it.
That's too bad. Pam and Ted. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. All veterans are great.
I pick up my husband all the time.
I never forget the time I was on the DMZ and we needed some beer. I mean, we had this crap trash in front of all of them. So we go to Clank Tree, and here are these corn nuts. They're all air conditioned. And we talked to this guy, and we got him to bring a pallet of Valley beer. I think that's New York beer. Up to this hill and Charter 2 on the DMZ.
Bring the girls too?
Somebody stuck some girls in a barrel.
I was there for 2 years, so I know a little bit.
But I never got to see him. They hid him for me.
Okay, we'll have some drawings. There's a couple of seats down in front here. 4 seats down in front if anybody needs a place to sit. But we're going to get this thing started, and with that, I'll introduce our Ogama, Larry Romanelli.
This one?
Keep going.
You get it.
Third time's the charm. Well, it's nice to see everyone here. It's really a pleasure to host all you veterans and your families. I couldn't believe the turnout already, and I think that's what's held up the program. But we really wish you the best. I hope you enjoy your time here today at Little River. Little River Band of Ottawa Indians absolutely supports all our veterans, and give yourselves a big hand. My wife happened to come across my dad's discharge papers. He was in World War II, and I was looking at all the places that he served. And, you know, we never say it enough. Today, you'll probably get a few thank you very much for serving. But I'll be at a restaurant and I'll see someone that's served in, World War II. Of course, they're going by the wayside as well, a lot of them. But we don't say it as often as we should, and I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But we do thank you. It means a lot. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for all of you and all of the people that have served and gave the ultimate sacrifice. So I just want to say thank you, personally. I'm going to introduce a Congressman, Jack Bergman. He's with us today, and we know that he's done a lot for the veterans over the years, too. You're going to come up and say a couple things since you've been elected. Your election? No, thank you.
There's the phone. Who left their phone? All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and to all of you who have worn the cloth of our nation, I'm honored to be with you today because we are the land of the free, because we are the home of the brave. And you all have stepped up over generations to make sure that we can assemble like this wherever and whenever we want. You know, yesterday, November the 11th, was Veterans Day. It commemorated this year the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I, as was billed at the time, the war to end all wars. Well, we know that wasn't the case. But I'd like to share with you one very quick story of 20 years ago in 1998. I had a chance as a new one-star stationed in Europe to represent the United States at the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Moose-Argonne, which began around the 16th of September in 1918, which ultimately was just, if you will, led to the beginning of the end of World War I. And we did the ceremony there. It was a multinational ceremony, largely American and French folks there at one of our cemeteries right there in Moose-Argonne. I had a chance to shake the hand of a couple of World War I vets who were still alive at that point, and many, many, many World War II vets, and the positive emotion and the caring for those folks who had persevered so successfully, so diligently during that time was a very, very, very motivating experience for me personally. 6 weeks later, on the 11th of November, 1998, I happened to be flying a DC-10 from Detroit to Gatwick Airport in London. And as we touched down on the runway, we taxied off the runway onto the taxiway. The ground control came over and said, all airplanes come to a complete stop for a moment of silence to remember the 11th hour, the 11th month, the 11th day of 1918, some 80 years ago, to remember the end of World War I. So we stopped, everything just came to a stop on the surface of the airport. And when the ground control said, "Thank you very much, proceed as directed," the shouts, the chants over the radio, it was just motivating and positive to hear from all the different airplanes right there who are on that radio frequency what that meant right then there at that time, because we were on ground that had the United States not gotten involved would not have been a free country any longer. We as the United States have the biggest heart of any country in the world. We are not a conquering nation. We are a nation that goes to help others when they need it. We are reluctant at times, but when we step in through the service of men and women like you, we make good things happen for those who need our help in very, very, very dire circumstances. So today we celebrate Veterans Day, remembering those who served. And I will tell you one thing, please, what you can do after today is continue, and if you haven't started, please start to tell your stories to your kids and especially your grandkids so that they know what you did to ensure that they have the life that they have. Because at some point, for them as youngsters to be able to step up and serve their country, Park Service, Forest Service, Health Service, military service, but service to our country. That's what will ensure that this vision of our founders, this United States of America, will continue on, because you passed along to the next generations what it means to serve. God bless you all. God bless our great country. God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I think we've killed 2 million people since 9/11. 7 countries bombed the shit out. Okay.
We got to keep up with Israel.
That's a good one.
Bonjour. I'd like to take the, I was asked by the drum to come up, introduce us, and how we're going to go about bringing in flags. My name is Al Metzger. I sit with Thunder Bear, and to the left of me is Bojan. If you want to raise your hand, say hi. Then there's Ron, Don, Austin, and Joe. And what we're going to do is we're going to sing 3 songs, and we'll be bringing in those, like I said, these flags that represent our nation. I want to thank everybody that put their life on the line so that we can be here today. Especially want to thank the Anishinaabe Ogichida, the ones that have been fighting for this country way before 1776. Welcome you. Miigwech. Thank you.
Way
Thank you. I want to say thank you to the drum. Much appreciated. I also want to introduce our warriors, and as they leave the stage, I'm going to start over here. Mr. Chuck Fisher, Army, 1965 through 1968. Salute. Next to him is Mr. Chuck Nelson, Army, from 1959 through 1962. Next to him is Mr. Virgil Johnson, Army, 1968 through 1970. And last but not least, Mr. Richard Bailey, U.S. Navy, 1972 through 1976. Thank you, warriors. Much appreciated.
I was wondering where Virgil was. There he was. Do they still have code talkers? No? No more?
No, radio's encrypted.
Yeah.
You don't need.
Yeah, but they may take out the satellites. No.
Somebody really wants to talk to whoever's phone that is. Welcome, everyone. We've got to start with a thank you to all our veterans. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So thank you. As you arrived this morning, you may have noticed the special table raised at the front, raised to call your attention to its purpose. It is raised to honor our missing loved ones. I'd like to explain the meaning of the items on this special table. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our men still missing. The cloth is white to symbolize the purity of their motives when answering the call to duty. A single red rose displayed in the vase reminds us of the life of each of the missing and their loved ones and friends who keep the faith awaiting answers. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, a symbol of our continued determination to account for our missing. Slice of lemon on the bread plate is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt symbolizes the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith to sustain those lost from our country, founded as one nation under God. The glass is inverted to symbolize their inability to be with us today. The chairs are empty because they're still missing. This table's set for 6. The empty places represent our men missing from each of the 5 services: Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Coast Guard. And the 6th plate is for our POW MIAs. This honor ceremony symbolizes that they are here with us in spirit. All Americans should never forget our brave men and women who answered our nation's call to duty. As the honor guard places the service covers on each empty plate, I would like to ask you to consider their sacrifices, followed by a moment of silent prayer to honor our servicemen and women. And now, representing the Army, Fred Nelson, United States Army Vietnam veteran, 1968 to 1970, is a Purple Heart recipient. Now, representing the Marine Corps, Don Rogers, United States Navy, Vietnam veteran, Brown Water Division, 1969 and 1970, is a Bronze Star recipient. Now representing the Navy, Herb Cross, United States Navy, retired 75 through 98, was in Grenada, Beirut, Bosnia, and Desert Shield. Now representing the Air Force, John Stockey, United States Air Force, 1974 through 1976, Vietnam veteran. Now representing the Coast Guard, Rick Miller, United States Navy veteran. The sixth plate, representing our prisoners of war and missing in action, is Mitchell Smith, United States Army, Bronze Star recipient for heroism. He's a Vietnam veteran. Please rise for the playing of taps. Thank you.
Now face. More time.
say a prayer over the food here. We're going to ask for a blessing. Buju ki wed ndishnakas. Udawan ndishnabe kanego ndawin maganak. Makwa dawdem. Shimigwech nishomas. Minwa nokamas. Ugichita. Minwa ugichitakwe. We call a blessing on this food. Ask the spirits to bless everyone in this room. Be with us, be in our hearts as we take on this nourishment. Let this food purify our bodies in a good way and send us on to do good things in the world. Say migwech wabano, jawana, evangejimak, kiwedanam, goshyake, and gishi manado. We said migwech, 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 migwech. Thank you. We snida.
All right, we've got 3 tables set up, I believe, with the food. In the back over there is the dessert table. We're ready to go with the lunch, right? Okay. Yep. So just go ahead and make your way up there and get yourself a plate.
It's good to be back home again. Sometimes it seems like she's never ever gone, but the whining of the wheels makes it real. She's waiting for me, and I know that she'll be there, waiting for me to get back home. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky, and 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove, but the light in your eyes that makes you warm. Everybody last time through, come on, gee, it's good. Gee, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm seems like a long-lost friend. Sometimes this old farm seems like a long-lost friend. Hey, gee, it's good. One more time, let me hear you way back there. Come on, we can barely hear you up here. Let's go. Gee, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm, sometimes this old farm seems like a long-lost friend. Hey, gee, it's good to be back home again. Yeah, welcome everybody. Veterans Day 2018. Here at the Little River Casino is something that we hope is an annual event. We hope you've enjoyed yourself so far. How about one more round of applause for everybody who's here, for all the veterans, spouses, friends, and whatever. Thank you for giving so much, and thanks to the Little River Casino for helping put this on. How about a round of applause also for the waiters and the waitresses and the cooks that brought all that lovely food out. You know, the turnout is beyond expectations, and I hope that you'll pass the word and it becomes something of an annual event every year. We're going to do a polka now, I guess. Here's one that we've done at the river before on the old Polka Monday shows. One called Good Time Polkas at the River. Time polkas at the river. It's good time polka party time. The gang is here, polkas you hear. Come on everybody, let's have a little cheer. Time polkas at the river. It's good time polka party time. Come on, let's dance. Here we go. Polkas at the Little River Casino, Manistee. Yeah, good time polkas at the river. Every job I played for since let's see, I played my first job in 1954. And they asked for it in 1954, so we'll do it again in 2018. Of course, it's called the Beer Barrel Polka. The barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we got the blues on the run. Sing, boom, tarera, sing out a song of cheer. Now it's time to roll the barrel, for the game's all here. run. Sing, boom, terrera. Sing out the song of good cheer. Now it's time to roll the barrel for the games of Hey! Yeah, the beer barrel polka. One more time in polka tempo, just a short one. Not very long. One recorded and made a hit by not Frankie Yankovic, but Arthur Godfrey. Here's his big recording. Arthur did it on the ukulele. One called the Too Fat Polka. Here's a silly ditty, you can sing it night or noon. Here's a one to suit, sing it very soon. Here's a silly jingle, you can sing it right away. Here's your word, the words, I just sang it too. I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me. Come on, she's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me. She's too fat, way too fat, she's too fat for me. I get dizzy, I get numbo when I'm dancing with my jumbo. Can she dance up a hill? No, 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 no. Can she dance the quadrille? That's a dance. No, 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 no. Does she fit in your coupe? By herself, she's a group. Could she possibly fit upon your knee? No, no, no. Everybody, come on, get your polka aerobics. Get those hands clapping. Get the blood moving. You can't dance, get the arms going because it'll really get those arteries moving. Oynadetta sha, oynadetta sha, oynadetta sha, oynadetta sha, detta sha. Everybody, come on, everybody sing. I don't want her, you can have her. She's too fat for me. Hey, she's too fat for me. Hey, she's too fat for me. Hey, I don't want her, you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat, way too fat, she's too fat for me. Hey! Yeah, give yourselves a big hand. Best dancers on the floor, too, by the way. Nice job, Harriet. You make them look pretty good.
I don't know.
Tickets here to call up.
He's still there. He's still here.
We've got 681-888. 681-888. Did you hear that? It was 888, 681-888. Okay, 681-646. That's 681-646. You got 681-744. 681-744. 681-863. Are you getting rushed back there, Diane? All right, that's 681-863. Now, 681-872. 681-872. 681-695. 681-695. 681-719. 681-719. We have 681-849. 681-849. 681-909. 681-909. And then we have 681-675. That's 681-675. That's it for now.
On the countryside, Mike on the vocal here.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told with all my heart and soul I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. My world would end today if I should lose you. I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Ah, Mr. Virgil back there. Have I told you lately when I'm sleeping? Every dream I dream is you somehow. Have I told why nights are long when you're not with me? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. My world would end today if I should lose you. I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. I'll play it again, Bruce. about you anyhow? Have I told you lately that I love you and I need you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Yes, darling, I'm telling you now.
From Muskegon, Michigan, a 28-year veteran, something like that. 20, how many? 38-year veteran, and Chief Warrant Officer, Mr.
They had trouble getting rid of me. Yes, they did.
Chuck Webb from Muskegon, and behind me on drums, Brad Blake, so you're from Manistee. Many of you might know his mom, Shirley. I'm Virgil Baker. We hope you're having a good time. You win some prizes, and you pat somebody else on the back and smile and make them happy. And you never know what that might do for their whole day and the rest of the day. One more time in a slow tempo on the countryside. Ray Charles, a recut of somebody else's song, I Can't Stop Loving You. Sometimes I can't stop wanting you. It's useless to say, so I'll just live my life in dreams of yesterday. Those happy hours that we once knew so long ago still make me blue. They say that time heals a broken heart, but time stood still since we've been apart. I can't stop loving you. It's useless to say, so I'll just live my life in dreams of yesterday. So I've made up my mind to live in memories of the old lonesome times. I can't stop wanting you, it's useless to say. So I'll just live my life in dreams of yesterday. Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. Take out the dog and put out the cat. Yeah, idiot, don't talk back. You ain't give me no dirty looks, and you don't wanna say your books. And just tell your hoodlum friends outside, you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Don't you give me no dirty looks, and you don't wanna be your looks. Just tell your hoodlum friends outside, you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak, don't talk back. I don't wanna be around and see your navy puss around. Take out the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yeah, a little reminiscence of the coasters. We have some more stuff to give away. Wonderful. Get your tickets out, folks.
All right. Let's see, we've got 681, 662, 681, 662, 681, 758, 681, 758. 681, 783, 681, 783, 681, 759, 681, 759, 681, 752, 681, 752, 681, 908, 681, 908, 681, 701, 681, 701, 681, 777. That's 681, 777. 681, 691. 681, 691. 681, 858. 681, 858. 681, 823. 681, 823. 681, 829. 681, 829. 681, 906. 681, 906. 681, 792. 681, 792. 681, 776. 681-776. 681-812. 681-812. 681-910. 681-910. 681-835. 681-835. 681-845. 681-845. And 681-716. That's 681-716. Thank you.
Okay. Back in the polka tempo here. She sat on my lap and she smoked my cigars, but oh how she lied to. Yeah, a little Yankovic one called She Lied Polka. Just because you think you're so pretty, you're pretty. Just because you think you're so hot, just because because you think you got something.
What do you got?
Nobody else has got. Thank you. Cause me to spend on my women.
Oh no!
You'll have to call me old Santa Claus. I'm telling you, baby, I'm true to you. Just because, just because.
My fault, I wasn't ready. I asked you to do it one more time.
There'll become a time when you'll be lonely. There'll become a time when you'll be blue. Old Santa Claus will be around. He won't be too tall to help pay all those debts for you. Cause me to lose all my women. Laugh and call me old Santa Claus. I'm a telling you, a baby, I'm a true to you. Because just everybody, come on, let me hear ya. Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you got something nobody else has got. You laughed and you spent all my money.
Oh no!
You laughed and called me old Santa Claus. I'm telling you, baby, I'm through with you. Just because, just because. I dream of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in a world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were the skies, blue were your eyes, just like the blue skirt you wore. Come back, little lady, come back. Don't be blue anymore. Of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in a world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were the skies, blue were your eyes, just like the blue skirt you wore. Come back, blue lady, come back. Don't be blue anymore. dreaming. Wish I was single again. Sweet children, I'll never do it again. Sweet children, wish I was single again. Sweet children, I'll never do it again. True love, say that we'll never part. You'll always be the one who lies within my heart. You're like an evening star, shining from high above. Light of my life for me. You are my one true love. You are always in my dreams, lonely as ever to see. One true love, my sweetheart forever, always and always will be. And as every day goes by, we will forever be true. One true love, my sweetheart forever. God knows I only love you. Oh, we're going to stay one more time in a waltz tempo, and this is a sing-along, so I'd expect you all, anybody born before or after 1949 should know this. Whether you were born in 59 or 69 or 79, you've probably heard it, so it's, I should see all the lips moving, I hope, all right? This was recorded by a young lady who thought the big band era was over. And she was going to be leaving the big band and going into a different career. And then she had a record contract, and she had to fill the last record with RCA or Columbia, something like that. So they picked a song out for her because she couldn't make up her mind, because whatever she did was going to be a trashy song. So they made her record this song as her last song, and of course the rest is history. You know by now, it's Doris Day. The song was Whatever Will Be, or Que Sera, Sera. Anybody know how to spell that? Q-U-E-S-E-R-S-E-R-A. Charlie. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Come on! Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? She told me tenderly. Que sera, sera. Let me hear ya. Whatever will be, will be. The future future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Now I grew up and fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Everybody, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Sing it like this. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. David. Now I have children of my own. They asked their father, can they use the car, please? $50 for gas will do it, Dad. I'm taking Marie out. What curfew? I'm almost 18. I have rules and I have rights too, you know. Can she sleep over if we're kind of late? I know it'd be okay with Mom. Yeah, there's lots of things you tell me I can't do, but I really can do, Dad. Isn't that right? Go ask your mother. If she says it's okay with her, well then, either she's moving out or I'm moving out, or maybe you're moving out. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Yeah, Doris Day. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Remember that? Yes, they made you learn that in school. Anyway. So it's just about, we got about 10 more minutes left. So anybody have a request? A type of song? A foxtrot, slow song, country song? I knew it was coming up, I could see. You were fidgeting over there, I could see. He said either one will be appreciated.
All above is better.
All above. Okay. Well, we'll do the, would you recognize Krieger's polka if I played it? You think you might? Okay. And the clarinet, that's good. The clarinet polka? Okay. See, guys. just for you since you asked for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go, Charlie. I'm gonna get a dummy model from the factory and take her home with me. I'm gonna dress her up in clothes like the kind you wear. I'll even get a wig that matches her hair. I'm gonna sprinkle her with perfume, the kind you wear. And I'll put on some lipstick too. And when I'm done, I'll bet you 10 to 1 she'll be a lot more fun than you. I'm gonna get a dummy model from the factory and take her home with me. I'm gonna dress her up in clothes like the kind that you wear. I'll even get a wig that matches your hair. I'm gonna sprinkle her with perfume, the kind that you wear. And I'll put on some lipstick too. And you know what? When I'm done, I'll bet you 10 to 1 she'll be a hell of a lot more fun than you. We got some more to give away. Get those tickets out. This might be the last one. We're close to it.
Okay, I just wanted to check, how many people in the room still have tickets and haven't gotten a prize? Okay, so everybody in here is hanging out for that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have numbers that match.
That's really great news for the band. I mean, you know, that's really great news. And you're a politician too. Who cares about the band? You know, just fill in time for you. That's what we're doing.
I'll vote for him.
All right. See, that's thank you. All right, I've got 681-693. 681-894. 681-774. 681-828. 681-722. 681-778. 681-838. 681-810. 681-882. 681-755. 681. Did you need to hear that one again? Oh, okay. All right, 681-869. 681-805. 681-806. 896. 681 773. 681 670. 681 879. 681 707. 681 653. 681 904. 681 705. 681 843. 681 791. 681 885. 681 729. 681 907. 681 780. 681 656. 681 878. 878. 681 795. And then 681 751. All right, if your number was called, just head back to the registration table.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up with a slow song, and then we're going to do God Bless America. So we'll do the slow song first, then God Bless America, and then we're going to have the closing ceremony. Right, guys? So, rather than have you all walk out, let's do God Bless America first, okay? And then we'll do that before that. No, we'll do the slow song. This takes you back to 1950s. The Four Freshmen, remember the Four Freshmen? And the Brothers Four and some other groups covered this song. It was something like this. Where were you if you were around dancing, home with a girlfriend, boyfriend, in the back of a Chevy? I don't know. On New Year's Eve, we did the town. The day we tore the goalposts down. We'll have these moments to remember. The quiet walks, the noisy fun, the ballroom prize we almost won. We'll have these moments to remember. I can. The noisy walks, the quiet fun, the ballroom prize we almost won. We'll have these moments to remember. Though summer turns to autumn and the twilight reappears, the laughter we had learned to share these moments to remember. Though other days and other times will find us gone our separate ways, we'll have these moments to remember. If you can't stand, join hands on the dance floor. Make a circle on the dance floor. God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Hope we see you again next year. Bring a vet with you.
You have some good film there, huh?
I hope so.
Yeah, you had it going all the time.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. I wonder what's in here.
Wait till you put it under the Christmas tree.
Is that right? Candy?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have it.
I didn't know if you saw one open or not.
No.
Heavy. We know it's heavy. I'm afraid of throwing it. Look, we're going in.